Okay, for the second number, so we have 8,142 10,000s. Then the third number will be, okay, 6 10,000s. Wow. Okay, now let's look at all these numbers and let's decide which is the smallest addend, the least addend. And I think it's this one. Oh, I forgot the plus sign. Okay, I think it's this one. Why? Because this number has its first digit at the 10,000th place, while these two other numbers have their first digit at the 10th place, right? And the 10th place is always greater than the 10,000th place. Okay, so I'll erase the arrow because I don't want to confuse you later on. Okay, so this is the smallest addend, and we'll work with this number. The largest place value is 10,000. There are always two choices. You can either round it off to the you can either round it off to the largest place value existent, which is the 6. In this case, it's the 10,000. So this is the first case. You can round it off to this place value, or you can round it off to the next largest place value, which is the thousands. So let's go with the first case first. What happens when we round it off to the nearest 10,000th place? Okay, next to the 6, we can imagine there is a 0, right? And 0 is less than 5. So we follow rule 2 and it just stays the same, right? 6 plus nothing, 0. 6 stays the same. And 0 here, you can write it or you don't have to write it. It's up to you, but I prefer not writing it. I don't want to make the number look longer. So the second case, we want to round it off to the nearest 1000th place. If we do that, okay, 6 is to the right of the 1000th place and it's bigger than 5. So, okay, we can add plus 1 to this 0 and we'll get that. Okay. Okay, so you compare it and you'll see that this is actually exactly like the first number. So basically this is closer to 6,000. It's the same as they are the same, right? So we prefer going to the first case. Okay, so in the first case we said we will round it off to the nearest 10,000th place, and we will do the same with all the other numbers. Here, we'll round it off to this place. And I will erase so we can have room for the other numbers. So for this number, yeah, it stays the same, right? Why? Because to the right of 5 there is a 0, and 0 is less than 5. So we follow rule 2 and we don't add anything to 5, and we'll just get the same number, 9025, and then you can write the 0 there or not. I prefer not writing it. Okay, so let's go to the next number, and some of you might also realize that this number will also stay the same. Why? Because we have 2 at the 10,000th place and there is a 0. Let's imagine there is a 0 next to the 2. So 0 is less than 5. It doesn't hold any meaning. It's less than 5. It follows rule 2, and we don't add anything to 2, so it will just stay the same. You can either write the 0 here or not. I prefer not doing it. And for this number, we just did it before. We'll get. So in this case, estimating and rounding it off. Actually, rounding it off didn't really work, right? We just have to sum them up. Add them up. So 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 6, 13. 1. Then 1 plus 2, 3. Plus 4, 7. Then 1. Here you just have a 1. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 9 plus 8, 17. Oops. There goes 1, and you will get 1 and 7 thousandths, 173 10,000. Okay, so that's for the number 4 from part B. Let's go to the next number.